Hello? Oh, hey, Cheese. What's that? Fanfic flip. You want to do a fanfic flip? Yeah, I'll do a fanfic flip. You want to? Is that at your house? Is that indoors? Right. Excellent. Yeah, I'll be there. 100%. I'll be there in just a second. Let's flip through this. Whoa!
Okay, let's get this show on the road, gang.
Hey guys, welcome to, hey guys, welcome, don't touch that one. Hey guys, get them all out of here, Give me that. All right, hey guys, welcome back to another fanfic flip episode.
Episode 9.
Yeah, thanks, Cheese. I was just about to say that, you didn't have to fill in, but yes, this is indeed fanfic flip episode 9.
You know what that means. This is where we write our own fanfictions and read them and react.
We're basically a react channel.
Without Spider-Man.
Yeah, we wrote some fanfics. Oh, but there's
Time to take your pill. Not that one. Not that one.
I mean, not that. Do we even know anything about Spider-Man? Or any of us Spider-Man fans here?
I'm a decent one.
Okay. I don't know much about him. I know that he's known as the wall crawler.
What is it, Miss Brandt? Have they captured that wall-crawling weasel?
Between the two of us, we know about 40% about Spider-Man.
Yours is 823 words.
Which falls into the normal word limit. How many words is yours?
Mine's about 1,500 if you round up.
I missed the part where that's my problem.
Oh, you'll see.
I hope that it's just like repeating text, so I don't have to keep reading it all. It's just repeated like the end, and it just does that for like 200 words.
I can tell you that. But,
I'm never happy. What are you even talking about?
Yeah, I couldn't just like be lazy at the end.
What? Yes, you could have. Do you know what show you're on?
We've got to move fast.
I've been taking a lot of medication because my doctor says I shouldn't be doing this show anymore.
How should we decide? Oh, I don't care, but how should we decide whose story we're reading first?
Who started last time? Does anyone remember? Comment below if you remember who started last time, and we'll read that, and then we'll decide.
I don't know. Oh no, all of a sudden my nose is tickling again.
Oh no, Cheese made a vow before filming this, because Cheese touches his nose a lot. I don't know if you guys have noticed.
It itches a lot.
I don't know if you guys have noticed, Cheese touches his nose a lot, but he made a promise to me that he would not touch his nose this entire video. So, keep a close eye on him. Make sure that he sticks by his word and that nothing happens.
I'll just fix my itches by...
Oh gosh, yeah, loudly sniffing into the mic every single time.
I sense a faint smell of danger. Gosh.
Let's do this. Let's hop right into this spider story. Let's swing right into this.
Sharon, airbags, please!
Okay.
All right, Cheese. Take it away. I think you're going to be impressed.
This is by a guy named Minority of Stars.
I've heard good things.
Spider-Man meets the Wolfman. And in this issue, based off the life and times of the late Robert De Niro, Spider-Ham will learn the true meaning of respect for the Labor Day season. Warning, do not read if you suffer from mesothelioma. No, I do not own mesothelioma. All rights go to the asbestos industry.
Attention. If you or a loved one was diagnosed with mesothelioma, you may be entitled to financial compensation. Mesothelioma is a rare cancer linked to asbestos exposure.
Are you proud of it?
I'm pretty proud of that one. I think you're going to like this, Cheese. I think you're going to have a fun time. Don't read ahead.
Today was the new day for Spider-Man, the hero of the city.
Keep in mind, I don't know a lot about Spider-Man, so I wrote what I did know here. He's the hero of the city. I know that much.
He perched himself atop a telephone line as gently as a bloated turtle dove and spied upon the greasy people below him. The streets were filled with people to save, and Spider-Man grinned a big toothy grin.
Had to have that.
From ear to ear. Hear this! Spider-Man crowed from the rooftops. I will always be here to protect you. You are my brothers and sisters, and I love you all so much. Be safe and do not overconsume on carbohydrates.
Spider-Man is really looking out for the people.
Yeah, he's cool.
He's a role model. I look up to him.
Yummy!
I look up to him.
Everyone cheered and said, Yay!
Yay.
But not all was well in the crowd.
What?
Suddenly, out from the American masses trundled a creature unlike any Spider-Stan had ever seen before. Spider knew who it was. It was then that he cried.
What's happening? Oh no. Not even that funny. This is our level of humor.
Groveland the Goblin! Whoa, no! Groveland turned up his pickly nose at the superhero and replied sassily, green and lean, and also mean, standing with the stature of a lima bean, a sheen with...
Yeah, you sound like some 1990s Nickelodeon TV host, game show host.
You know what, guys? I'm feeling real crabby, and we're gonna find out why. Today on One Hour!
You gotta start over from the top.
Green and lean and also mean, standing with the stature of a lima bean, a sheen with a gleam and self-esteem, Spider-Man is a foolish fiend. Spider-Man gasped so hard, his lungs nearly folded inside out. Spider-Man swan dived into the concretes. You take that back, goblin! He shouted, balling his meaty spider fist. Or I will challenge you to a dance battle that will send you back to the fiery pits of hell where you belong!
This is getting serious.
Why is it always a dance battle with you?
I never done a dance battle before.
Did it in the Star Trek one.
Did I?
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, it was
What?
a dance battle.
I don't remember that.
When are you gonna give a guy a break?
You want forgiveness? Get religion.
And so it was, in that underpass, they say, that the dance-off of ages began underway. Ooh.
That's a partition to separate the text.
Okay.
Now you'll get to see the true power of my story.
Let me show you my real power.
First went the Spider-Man, snapping his fingers. He wiggled his broad hips and stared with a linger.
You see where this is going?
Yeah. Spider-Man hooted and hollered with glee. Bring forth thine lines.
What? You're butchering my story.
Reread it. Oh, no! Spider-Man hooted and hollered with glee. Bring forth thine lines.
What the heck, dude?
Spider-Man and his amazing friends will return after these messages. We now return to Spider-Man and his amazing friends.
Spider-Man hooted and hollered with glee. Bring forth thine moves and challenge me. This is so stupid.
Glad you approve.
Groovlin replied with hearty beats and bops, rocking the town folks right out of their socks. What are you, the new Dr. Seuss?
Yeah, this is basically very Seussian.
I hate when he rhymes.
Spooter got angry and broke out in mad flosses, dabbing with arms till his eyes went crossed,
but close enough.
Crossed. Ooh. He moonwalked to Arby's. He moonwalked to Sears. He moonwalked till his eyes sweated with tears. Cry face.
Yeah, I have a little emoji there for the younger audience.
Gooblin responded with pirouettes through the air, leaping and turning without a care. He sneered at the spider and kicked up his feet. He ate the plum pudding. He took the roast beef.
I came up with that one all on my own.
You sure did. Spider, do you see? Goblin said with glee. Mine rhymes are finer than Dutch tapestry. Tapestry, is that what?
Tapestry. That's my favorite line in the story, and you messed it up. You're supposed to read it with more like gravitas, you know? More emotion. It's supposed to be like... He made a promise to me that he would not touch his nose this entire video.
It's clear to me that you were not ready for this.
You're struggling to have everything you want.
Why did Spider-Man pick his nose? To get rid of the Green Goblin. Get it?
Goblin stomped and wobbled till the floorboards did quake, and then Spider thought it was over. Goblin did Harlem Shake. Spider-Man dropped to his knobbly old knees. Blood and marrow leaked from his jaw like a melting ice sheet. This time, I've failed, Spider-Man said near death. This mask is too tight and I have such bad breath.
It probably does get pretty smelly in the mask.
Yeah, I wouldn't like it.
No.
He should be soggy enough by now. Even Spider-Man can't hold his breath for 5 minutes.
But just when hope seemed lost and the day seemed done, Spider was surrounded by the everyone. Little Sue Sanders, Old Man McGee, Dr. Glumps, and Count Deku from episode 3.
Yeah, he's here too.
Get up, Spider-Man, bust a groove. Dance till you drop and make it smooth. The hero rose back to his feet. His fancy footwork faster than belief. The pain and turmoil he did soon stave, and banged his head against a brick wall like it was a rave.
Dude.
Spider guy, no! Goblin did cry. You'll dislocate your neck. You shall then surely die. Spider shimmied and shook, his mask filled with sweat. He tried to release it, but it was tight at the neck.
Very well. Just let me know when you're ready to apologize.
What are you doing?
Just making sure you don't change your mind.
A hoedown ensued, keeping the goblin at bay. Spider swept from his stupor and swiftly sashayed.
Oh!
Groovlin fell over, injuring his sternum. There is no rhyme with sternum.
Yeah, I had nothing there.
Goblin began to convulse. His body was fried. Spider took one final lunge and performed cha-cha slide.
And this time, we're gonna get funky.
Goblin's
Is your throat collapsing?
Goblin's throat collapsed like soggy holiday turkey. His bones were gelatinous, his skin beef jerky. But as the people cheered and the hero finished, Spider-Man was struck by a cab, going 40 over the limit.
Oh, this had to happen. It had to.
Spider-Man, Spider-Man, friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
He's gone! Groaned the children. The man of our city, flattened like pancake. Wow, what a pity. Now here we slump as we sing this sad ditty. The real villain here was the Traffic Safety Committee. No, said the mayor. He'll never be gone, for this is the city in which he belonged. He was no man but a spider hero who built his legacy from 90 to...
This just isn't my day. So I'll just sit this one out.
He was no man but a spider hero who built his legacy to 90 from 0. Why not 100?
He never really got that far.
Look at this dude.
Dude, 9 out of 10.
He's a specimen to marvel, and that is a fact. So we honor him finally with one final act. And thusly it was. At the local museum, they say, that Spider-Man's small heart was put on display.
The end. The end. That's it.
The heart, Osborn. First, we attack his heart.
Groovlin the Goblin might be my most powerful OC yet. He almost beat Spider-Man.
You should do like your own original drawing of him.
Yeah, I can do so many AI-generated Groovlin the Goblins you will not believe.
Pretty good.
Yeah, 9 out of 10.
Talk about a king-sized ego.
Oh, and by the way, my story got a review.
You reviewed your own story saying that your head hurts.
Yeah.
Why does your head hurt?
What? What? Where am I? I can't open the safety lock.
You went down the whole thing.
That's the wrong one. I'm only supposed to have one of those a week.
Spider-Man and his amazing friends will return after these messages.
Attention. If you or a loved one was diagnosed with mesothelioma, you may be entitled to financial compensation. Exposure to asbestos in the Navy, shipyards, mills, heating, construction, or the automotive industries may have put you at risk.
We now return to Spider-Man and his amazing friends.
Anyway, is it time for mine?
What?
Is it time for mine?
Huh?
Is it time for mine?
We've got to move fast.
Alright, so this story is by Minority of Stars. I've heard good things, I think. The title is called Spider-Man 17, Revenge of the Quadrupeds.
17 movies.
Yeah, so this is in the future when they're really running out of ideas, I think. This is a fanfic written by a famed fanfic author, Big Cheese. Whoa, okay. We write fanfic about Spider-Man because he's superhero and he saved world from strange animal-based villains like Groovlin the Goblin. This time the Quadrupeds are turning the tables on Spider once and for all. Who could be behind this? All right, this story is rated M. So if you guys are in the younger audience, yeah, it looks like it's rated M. Okay. And you put your name on this. You said that this is by you, so that you're closely attached to this thing. You care a lot about what happens.
This has got to be the strangest setup I've ever been in.
Spider-Man started his day with a good swung over the city of Gotham. Good morning, Gotham, Spider-Man hollered from high up of the smog clouds. Wow, you really did start your story kind of like mine. He greets the city from
That's
above.
how like every Spider-Man movie starts.
I guess so, yeah, he's up high.
And he's like, well, good morning, New York! Woohoo! Yeah!
Coming through.
Looking good, Spidey!
Hello, New York! New suits.
same old me.
Okay,
All right. Yeah, I hope the rhino is in this story. Spider-Man had been at this for years.
He's not.
Oh, what?
He's not in the story.
Okay. He was a boy genius, though, somehow. Was unaware that swinging in the smog clouds was shortening his lifespan rapidly. Yeah, that's probably true. It had begun to take its toll on him as he'd spew web-congealed vomit across the city. We were already in vomit territory. Spider-Man assured himself that he was fine, that superheroes don't need doctors. I guess he's not so smart.
Hello, Spider-Man.
Doctor, I need help. I am sick.
He's an idiot.
The smog is clouding his judgment. Much like the smog clouds the city skyline, so too does it cloud Spider-Man's judgment.
Yeah. You alright?
I want to emphasize as well that Spider-Man's vomit is a mess of chunks, webbing, and underdeveloped webbing essentially looking like white goop. This is Spider-Man vomit. DC confirmed this. Oh wow. Vomit had become such a problem for him that he had to cut a mouth slit for his mask.
The air in there was getting a bit stale.
Yeah. The first time I wrote it, I didn't even have the thought of, oh, it's just gonna go in his mask.
Some Spidey vomit built up out of nowhere, but he had learned to stop carelessly spewing it and held it in his Spidey cheeks instead. He would let this loose when he caught sight of an evildoer. Huh, clever. This is what Spider-Man intended at least until he swung right by the Daily Bugle, and J. Jonah Jameson had crew snapping his picture. His Spidey cheeks let loose its contents. It was all caught on camera in stunning quality. Yes, at last! Jameson hollered triumphantly. I have just the embarrassing photos I need to bring down Spidey once and for all. This will show the world what a creep he is.
My day of triumph has arrived. I can see it in print now.
It's going places, huh?
Yeah, that's like the most normal line I think any character of ours has ever said in a story, really. Like, it makes sense. I understand what he's getting at. There's no misspellings, really. It's kind of shocking. Spider-Man was devastated at this. So devastated, he had to take a break right then and there. However, now that the vomit had been loosed, it wouldn't stop spewing. He spewed it all over. He couldn't breathe. Great Scott! He tried to hold it in his cheeks again, but he needed oxygen. When he tried to take a big, great gulp of air, he choked, and Jameson roared with laughter, blinding Spider-Man with the flashes of the cameras. Spider-Man reeled backwards and plummeted off the building in his oxygen-deprived state. He landed with a thud that would have broken a normal man. Don't worry. This is Spider-Man, folks.
Coming through. Looking good, Spidey. Hello, New York.
So that means that his suffering is going to extend even longer now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's more of a curse, really. He found himself in a dark alley. Suddenly, 4 hairy paws stepped within his line of vision. Is this the Wolfman? Help me! Spider-Man spluttered. To his shock and horror, the dog peed on him. Hooray for infantile dumb brain humor! More paws began to show themselves in his vision. All assortments of quadrupeds had appeared, even animals that shouldn't be in a city. Like dogs, felines, meerkats, prairie dogs, armadillos, groundhogs, the list goes on. Dear God. Spider-Man looked up as his vision began to clear more and saw a tall, Great Dane with a Spider-Man mask on its head. What? Where's this going? Spider-Man shook his head with confusion, trying to stop hallucinating. The dog sat down with a huff. Suddenly, the Spidey dog spoke. It is me, Peter, your long-lost dog, Big Jemima. Spider-Man was floored? So am I. What a revelation. Big Jemima, it's you. I missed you so much. What's going on? Why can't you talk? What's with the mask? He's not vomiting anymore? Spider-Man stepped forward to give
he's cool.
To give Big Jemima a hug in a wave of emotion. But all the quadrupeds growled at this. He stopped and stepped back suddenly, afraid. Big Jemima stepped forward to give a riveting explanation.
Riveting?
This is all one line? Oh,
no,
gosh.
it's not all one line. It's all one explanation.
Okay. Oh, boy. I see the end. I can get to the end. All right, let's see if I can do this all in one breath.
I wouldn't advise that.
Here I go.
I can't breathe. We're too high up. You're running out of air.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Peter, you remember how you got carried away after you got your powers? You no longer cared for me. You no longer had the time for me. Why wasn't I good enough for you? You wanted...
Don't worry about it.
You wanted Med to be your sidekick, so you injected me with your own blood. Oh, okay. That night I began to grow intelligence and strength. The transformation was agonizing, and the sudden intellect was overwhelming. That alone nearly killed me. I ran away and nearly died in the streets, but as you can see, I survived thanks to none other than one of your worst enemies, Dr. Octavius? Is Dr. Octavius behind all this?
No, he's just the one that saved his life.
I became Spider Dog. After much suffering, I couldn't stay in the city. I was so hurt and disgusted by you and what you had done to me. So I traveled the world, saving quadrupeds in need. This is my family, Peter. Each one of these animals are worth more than 10 billion of you. So, Peter, I have returned to find you in this pitiful state. I would laugh, but I am so filled with hatred at the sight of you that I feel as if I could never smile again. This hatred is like a venom coursing through my veins. You think what you felt was bad when Green Goblin got Gwen killed? Absolutely nothing you could have ever felt comes close to how much I hate you, Peter.
I hate you!
Your emotions are dreadfully shallow, and you're the one here that is human. You sicken me, Peter. You're a disease on this city and this world. Finally, I bring justice to you once and for all, you twisted little freak.
Who is that little creep?
We are all going to kill you and roll on your corpse like wild animals. I did that all in one breath. Can you believe it?
Wow, that's pretty.
What a backstory!
It's pretty hurtful. Yeah.
What a backstory!
That is the stupidest thing I've ever. Shut up! Don't talk to me like that.
It's really hurtful.
Spider Dog. I learned so much about Spider Dog.
It makes sense, you know.
No.
I mean, you know.
No.
Go to your room.
No.
Go to your room.
Every character, almost every character we write about has to be stupid and incredibly shallow.
And my Spider-Man he was a hero. Mine was a hero to the bitter end. Let's see what happens. Maybe Big Jemima will forgive Spider-Man, though. Big Jemima lunged and scratched Spider-Man across his chest down to his pelvis. He did this thrice more and crunched on his ankle. Spider-Man screamed and bled profusely. A groundhog and prairie dog came forth, oh boy, and began to burrow through the suit to his flesh. Spider-Man began to scream louder and louder as they hit bone. Oh no! The hogs began to gnaw. They gnawed on his femur bones until they split and crunched like twigs. Other dogs ran forward to join in.
All over me like a swarm of flies.
They had shocking strength. He could feel his arms being ripped right from their socket. Surely, that's exactly what happened next. His arms tore off and blood gushed forth like hose.
gentlemen, here's where I split.
The torn flesh almost resembled blood-red spaghetti noodles. I'm just remembering your line about, why did you rate my story M? Why? Spider-Man began... And I didn't. But I knew what was going to happen anyways. I didn't even need to read. I knew that Spider-Man was going to die horribly. Everyone knew that.
You don't know he's going to die yet.
Oh yeah, he could just live in torment for the rest of his life. Spider-Man began to go into shock and pass out, but Big Jemima said, "Oh no, not yet, Spider-Man." Jemima tore Spider-Man's tongue right out of his wide-open mouth as the felines got into the action as well. They clawed and slashed his eyes and bit at his nose until all that was left of his eyes was bloody mast and pink cords that his eyes were once connected to.
Who is that little creep?
This is awful. Yeah. Why would you do this to your character? This video is gonna get flagged for inappropriate content. I can't air this. I'm gonna have to bleep every other word from here on. The cat swallowed his and whole. The various other quadrupeds him and played with his various like toys and around. It was a those silly little scamps.
I love animals, but this is too much.
Finally, Jemima beat his power paws against his skull. Crack, crack, squelch. Spider-Man's skull was crushed, like a sledgehammer had been taken to a pumpkin.
Spider-Man pumpkin.
The camera slowly pans upwards as it slowly begins to fade to black. All sound starts to become muffled too. The only thing that can be seen clearly is Jameson. I was wondering. Jameson still taking pictures. Each flash brings a loud clicking noise. Click, click, click. Soon the screen faded completely black, but the camera could still be heard. Jameson howled with laughter. "Somebody get me more batteries for the camera." The end.
And I hope everybody likes these stories, because if you do, please comment on the video and let me know, and I'll do more stories just like this.
I was just like, okay, I can't be lazy on this. I have to go overboard.
Boy, did you ever. Do you feel just such overboard. You feel such pain writing these that you have to give the pain to your fictionalized characters? Is that how this works? Just spread it like a virus? I mean, I just don't understand. Hey, what are you gonna doodle there, champ? You got something in mind? You gonna doodle? Want a little doodle on the board?
Which one should I draw? Let's do some paws here. Let's draw some paws. How about that? We can start with some paws.
Sometime today, Gramps. He's so slow.
Hey, have you guys played the new Sonic game?
Time for the big finale!
So slow. It's been 7 minutes and you're still drawing a pair of legs.
Well, I tried to draw angry teeth.
Alright, there he is, everybody. Was it worth the 15 minutes? Well, who can say for sure? But no, it wasn't. Look, he's adding more. He's adding more. Step away from the board, sir. Sir, please step back from the board. Hey guys, I'm gonna draw my OC Groovlin the Goblin.
Oh boy.
Please enjoy.
I wonder what he's gonna look like.
There's Gru. Oh gosh, he looks so dastardly.
Yeah.
I'm proud of my creation.
I'm proud of mine, too.
I think I just created a work of art.
Yeah, so this was quite the episode, quite the time.
Whose was better?
Mine. Nine, it's up for debate. It depends.
I don't know.
Do you like fun rhymes and fun times, or do you like animals brutally murdering a guy?
You always have a choice, Peter. I have a choice.
All the things you've been thinking about, Peter, make me sad.
But I did have Robert De Niro in mind.
He didn't.
And everybody loves Robert De Niro. Everybody likes Robert De Niro. Everybody likes him.
Shut your mouth.
I just feel like a happy ending would take more effort.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't feel like it.
Jeez, I have mesothelioma. Alright, well, I think we've hit the end. So, geez, I mean, I'm gonna, I guess, go back to my box. So.
Box? What?
I mean, I'm gonna go back home. I'm gonna go back home.
Yeah, don't you have anywhere to be for the holidays?
Yes, it's the holiday season as we
know, there's
film
about to be a winter storm.
Yeah.
A polar vortex.
Yes.
Of devastation.
I'll be fine.
You might die.
I'll be fine. I'll be fine. And we have to, is there a funny thing we can end on? Say something funny, Cheese. Say something funny to end the episode. Hurry, hurry. Hilarious. Tune in next time.
Happy-go-lucky infantile dumb humor.
You know another word for that, Cheese? Fanfic flip. Wait, that's 2 words.
Oh, hey, Cheese. What? Oh, a fanfic flip? Oh!